Hey guys, it's Alyssa. So today I'm going to be teaching my 30-minute yoga class. It's going to be more focused on just a relaxation period. There's a lot going on right now, so I figured it could be something we're all going to need. Since we're all at home, I really don't have any equipment for you. If you want to use a yoga mat, you can. If not, you can just do it on the floor. I don't like to wear shoes when I do yoga, but that's also up to you. I feel like I can hold my stances better in bare feet, but if you don't, then that's your choice. For music, we're going to be doing the yoga and meditation playlist on Spotify. If you want water, you can grab water. It's not going to be super intense again. This is for relaxation purposes. So let's get going. So for the first thing we're going to do, it's called a Shavasana. So you're just going to lie flat on your back, palms up towards the ceiling, letting your feet fall open, closing your eyes, and just breathing. We're working on calming our minds and just getting into that relaxation phase. And then we're going to lay here for about 2 minutes. Make sure you're really focusing on those full deep breaths and doing really strong diaphragmatic breathing. So with your breathing, you're trying to, on your inhale, push your belly button down towards your spine, and on your exhale, push it up towards the ceiling. Alright. And then everyone can come up. So then next what we're going to do, they are called knee circles. So we're going to lay back down on our backs. We're going to pull our knees up to our chest and then just kind of rotate them around in a circle. I'll show you again laying down. If this hurts your lower back, you can just alternate bringing your knee up to your chest just so it doesn't irritate your lower back as much, and make sure you don't hold your breath. Some people do. So you're going to lay back down flat, pull your knees up, and then you're just going to roll them around. And then change directions. So then our next part is going to be similar. We're going to be laying on our backs again, but this time we're going to do a spinal twist. So you're going to extend one leg, keep one knee bent, and pull it across to where you're twisting your spine to try and loosen that up as well. Again, if this hurts your lower back, only go as far as you can. We're still trying to increase our flexibility, so go to discomfort, but stop at pain. It's very important when you're stretching and twisting your body in ways that could be uncomfortable. So keep that in mind as we're going through this. So we'll start extending your left leg. So then lay down, and then opposite hand to your right knee, and you'll pull it across and lay down. And then slowly release back up. Extend your right leg, bend your left leg, opposite hand across, and pull it across your body. Again, if this hurts your back, you can stop here, you can hold your leg up, you can just pull it to your chest a little bit more, whatever is more comfortable for you. All right. Then the last part of our warm-up is going to be a figure 4 stretch. So for this one, we're going to be laying on our backs again. I'll show you sitting up as well. You're going to have both your legs up. We'll start with our right leg. So you're going to put your right ankle on top of your left knee, and then we'll pull that left leg towards our chest. So it'll look like this. So right ankle, left knee, weave those hands through, rock back. You can straighten your leg, you can bend your leg, whatever is more comfortable for you to get a good stretch here and here. I like to straighten mine and then rock back. And then we're going to bend our knee, drop our leg, and switch legs. And release. All right. So that is the end of our warm-up. So for our working phase, we're going to do mostly some sun salutations with a couple of extra fun little things in there. So for the first one, we're going to do 4 sets of a sun salutation A. This one does not have the warrior pose. The main thing to keep in mind is that you're watching your knee and your toe alignment, and that you're not crossing your feet. You want to keep them parallel or even a little bit spread apart. So sun salutation A, we're going to inhale, exhale, drop down to a forward fold. You can either grab your ankles, you can grab your shins, you can have your hands on your knees. Don't completely extend them, you want a little bit of a bend, and then we'll just hold it. And then lift up to half table, so that flat back. Drop down again. And then we're going to come up. Another big inhale. exhale, and we're going to drop down into downward dog. Try and keep those heels off the ground for now until we get a little bit more stretched out. Then we're going to drop into Shavasana. So down, you can either hold it in a plank or go all the way down. And then upward dog. Back into downward dog. You can bend those knees, really stretch out those legs. And then step forward. Half table, so flat back again. Inhale, rise. And center. So I'll go through it one more time slowly and explaining what I'm doing, and then the last 2 sets I'll just cycle through. Remember, make sure that your knees aren't falling in front of your toes, and that when we're doing upward dog, your hands are straight. You want your first 2 fingers to be parallel. You don't want them turned in or turned out, or it could really hurt your shoulders. All right. So we'll go again. Inhale. Exhale into forward bend. And inhale up to tabletop, so flat back again, making sure your knees aren't in front of your toes. And exhale, drop lower. All right, inhale up, and then we'll step back. Then go down to downward dog. Inhale, rise. Or this is upward dog, sorry. And then exhale into downward dog. Again, making sure your fingers are parallel on the floor. You can bend your knees to really get a good stretch on the backs of your legs. And then step forward, back up to tabletop. Inhale, rise. And center. So the last 2 I'm just going to go through and do. You're welcome to join me, or you can slow it down if you need to. Awesome. So for our next part, we are going to do, I'm going to change it to 4 sets of Sun Salutation B. So Sun Salutation B is a little bit longer because we include a warrior pose. I'll talk about it while we're in it, but with the warrior pose, your feet alignment and your knee to toe alignment is super important. You have to make sure you're paying attention to that because you could really hurt your knees and your hips if your feet are crossed or if your knees go over your toes. Alright, so sun salutation B starts off pretty similar. Scoot this back so you can see a little bit better. So we'll inhale and drop down into a chair pose. So like you're sitting down, your knees are behind your toes, your bottom is back like you're sitting in a chair, and then your arms are straight above your head. Then we'll go up and exhale into a forward fold. So making sure there's still a little bit of a bend in your knees. You don't want to be completely extended. And then lift into tabletop. So flat back again. And then drop down. Gonna step back. And then again the Shavasana, so you can either do a plank or go all the way down. And then lift into upward dog. Hold it for a few seconds. Down into downward dog. Again, you can be bending your knees, stretching out those legs. Then we're going to take our right foot, step it between our hands, drop our left foot down, and then rise up. Warrior one. So here, let me move this so you can see me better. My right toes are pointing forward, my left toes are pointing out, and my heels are in line or a little bit spread apart. They're not crossing. Just like that. You want a strong knee, no knees in front of the toes. You want it to be a nice line. Right, and then we'll bring our hands back down. Right foot back, hold it, then bring your left foot forward and do the same thing. So drop your right foot, toes pointing out, and rise. Hold it for a few seconds. And back down. Left foot back, down, upward dog, downward dog, stretching, step forward, half table, back down and rise. Okay. So I'll do it one more time talking through, then we'll do the last few sets. Then it looks like I'll have to cut it a little bit short, but hey, we're still relaxing, right? All right. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into tabletop. Exhale down. Step back. Shavasana. Upward dog. Downward dog. Walking those heels out. Right foot forward. Left heel down. And rise. And back down. Right foot back. Left foot forward. Right heel down. Toes pointing out. And rise. And hold it. Make sure you're checking your knees and your heels. And down. Step back. Shavasana. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step forward. Inhale, rise. Okay, I'm actually just going to cut it to those two because I want to move on to the next one. So this one is going to be kind of our calm down. I know those sun salutations can get you to breathe in a little if you're keeping up with the pace of them. So for our breath catcher, we're going to do cat-cows. So you're going to be standing on all fours. For the cat, you're going to arch your back up to the ceiling, and for the cow, you're going to arch it down to the floor. So again, we're on all fours, and cat, you're going to arch your back and tuck your chin, and then cow, the other direction and point your head back. It's really going to help stretch out your core and your back muscles. So we'll just do this a couple times. So cow, cat, cow. Oh, and if you want to add like a head roll while you're doing your transitions, I know some people like that, so you could do that too. Alright. Then for the last part of our working phase, we're going to do arm threads. So we're going to be back in that figure 4 position, but we're going to thread one arm underneath the other and lay on that shoulder. So I'll show you what that looks like. So for right arm first, you're going to take your right arm and thread it underneath and then drop down. You can tuck your toes, you can leave them flat, it's up to you. You can move your hand down for more support so all your weight is not on your shoulder. That's also personal preference. Some people feel like they get a better stretch if their weight's on their arm, some don't. So do what's comfortable, go to discomfort, stop at pain. Then we'll hold it for a few seconds. All right, then we're going to push up and do the other arm. So left, underneath right. And then come up. And then if you want to, you can do another few cat-cows, and then we will get into our cool down. Alright. For our cool down, we actually are going to do a few more cat-cows, so if you're doing those, you can keep doing them. We'll do them for about another minute, just to really loosen up that core and those back muscles. Alright. And for the next part, we're going to do the figure 4 stretch that we did for our warm-up. So we're laying on our backs. We're going to start with our right ankle. So right ankle to left knee. Weave your hands through. You remember you can straighten or bend, whatever is more comfortable, and then pull it to your chest. If you feel more comfortable with your head up, you can do that. If not, you can lay it down. If your head is up, just make sure you don't put too much pressure on your neck. And if you want to here, you're welcome to just kind of rock your body around. Find what feels comfortable to really get a good deep stretch. You can stay still. It's totally personal preference. All right, and then we're gonna switch legs. So left ankle on top of right knee. Hands go through, grabbing behind. And you can grab higher if you need to or lower. It's totally up to you. All right, and we'll release. So put your feet flat back on the floor. Make sure you are nice and straight. You're not crunching your shoulders up or anything. Then we're gonna bring our knees to our chest and do knee circles again. You're welcome to cross your feet if you feel like you have more stability with that, or you can just leave them together. That's totally up to you. We're just gonna rock. And then change direction. All right. So then for our last part of the cool down, it's going to be another 2-minute Shavasana. And for the cool down especially, really focus on your breathing and filling your whole body with oxygen and really just relaxing every single muscle fiber in your body. This is really a really good way to just kind of calm yourself and regain a stable thought process, I guess. So we'll do that for 2 minutes and then we're done. All right, and we're finished. I hope you guys feel relaxed, and I wish you all luck with the rest of the school year.